What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be discussing the price of Bitcoin and all the important things that are taking place right now regarding, well, not just Bitcoin, but the stock market and lots of other things to do with the global environment, the situation that we're in right now. And first of all, Bitcoin is kind of stuck in this little rut right here below 46,000 and above our macro upward sloping trend line, putting us in what I call no man's land. The price aimlessly just wandering up and down, and it seems like the market is, well, directionless at the moment. So that is, Bitcoin recently, it's been kind of boring. It's been a little bit on edge because, we're basically, 10% away from confirming a possible lower low, which would be the confirmation of a macro downtrend starting, right? If Bitcoin comes down to this trend line and breaks it, that is, closes below it, well, that is a confirmation that a macro downtrend, macro lower lows on the weekly, monthly time scale would be starting. Now, as of right now, Bitcoin is still in an uptrend. We're still seeing higher lows on the chart. So this trend is still intact. And until we actually do that, Bitcoin is still in a macro uptrend. As you guys know, on my channel recently, I've been discussing my more neutral position on the market, that I've recently turned more neutral on things, that I'm not really necessarily too convinced of either direction. And what I'm going to do is wait for confirmations. I'm going to wait for Bitcoin to break above 46K or the 50-week EMA, or wait for Bitcoin to break below this trend line or the 20-month SMA. This is a big one, guys. We're on top of it right now. Check this out. This is the 20-month SMA for Bitcoin, showing the 2014 cycle. When we closed this monthly below it, it started, well, it was like a bear market signal, a bear market continuation pattern. If we go over here to the next slide, which is 2018, well, once we broke below it, well, that was the real bear market right there. That was a bear market continuation signal. And looking at where we are on the next slide here today in 2022, we are right on top of it. So if we start to break this and start closing below it, right, on the monthly scale or even like the weekly scale, this range right here, this could be indicating the start of a macro downtrend, right? Just like all other cycles, this was the premium bear signal in terms of when the bear market gained momentum, when the bearish pressure gained momentum, and we're on top of it. We're not below it yet. We're right on it. So, it's danger close. I will say that it is danger close. We're not confirmed yet. If we do confirm below it, I will make a video update for you guys. And there's a lot of other things that I want to discuss. I guess the first thing we should hop into is the stock market. Now, the stock market is currently, has been curling over. This is the monthly chart. We've had, we're going on the third month now of red. Well, you'll notice this is the 20-month EMA. And in previous, bearish cycles, when we broke below this EMA, that's when things got really bearish, right? 2001, 2008 type situations. And we're currently above it. If we start to fail that, that's when you could be looking for, a much more bearish environment. If we bounce off of it, well, then that's great, right? But we're also danger close to that signal as well. Something else about the stock market that I talked about on Twitter recently was the correlation between Bitcoin and the S&P. It's very important to, discuss this and to understand this. Let me switch to a zoom. If you're looking at Bitcoin and the S&P, this first slide here, this first area is 2011 to 2012. When the stock market gets that volatile action, Bitcoin has a downtrend. And then they both uptrend together. Right, see that? And then boom. Once the S&P enters a volatile market, the downtrend for Bitcoin begins, and this is that 2015 bear market. Then they both uptrend together, and then boom, S&P enters a volatile market, and there is Bitcoin in 2018 dumping, right? And then we had COVID, which was a fluke, right? Kind of a fluke event, and then they both uptrended together until now, which is a volatile market. And this is another reason why recently I've decided to become a little bit more skeptical, a little bit more neutral, right? Rather than just being bullish. Well, we are in an environment now of an unstable stock market, unstable global environment. And historically, whenever you get volatile markets for the S&P, that is bearish, right? That is a bearish, event usually. So if, of course, if the stock market rallies soon, maybe we can avoid this, but it's definitely best to be on the side of caution, to be playing defense. Playing defense right now, I think, is a great idea. Another point that I wanted to bring up was the price of commodities. This is posted from a few days ago, so these price charts are a little bit outdated, but we can see prices of things like wheat going parabolic, prices of lumber going parabolic, price of oil going parabolic, price of corn going parabolic, gold nearing that all-time high level. Gold, nice setup right here for gold. Congrats, Peter Schiff. But, that the thing about this post the point that I wanted to make was that, with commodities going up, prices of food are going to go up. The prices of gas is going to go up. Everything's going to get expensive. People are going to have less money to spend on luxuries like investing. Another reason why I'm becoming a little bit more skeptical, a little bit more, playing defense, kind of sticking to a more neutral position until we really get some clarity on everything that's going on. And, another thing is that the previous Bitcoin cycles, the first major bull market here in 2013, 2014, we had 360 days to the peak, right? And then the moving averages became flat, the 20-month EMA, and then went down. Second bull market, 527 days to the peak, moving averages became flat and then pointed down. Third bull market, 548 days to the peak. Current bull market, moving averages are becoming flat, right? Becoming flat like the other ones, those long-term moving averages. So, basically, we're just not very far away from having a macro downtrend, right? Now, it's not the end of the world. Every other cycle resulted in a new all-time high, even with those bear markets, right? It's not the end of the world. I think Bitcoin is going to do very well overall. And if you accumulate in the bear market, you become rich, right? Bear markets create, or, you get rich in bear markets, I think the saying goes. If you're buying in a bear market, you're rich by the time we come around again, right? Don't be like retail, just buying here and then giving up and then coming back at the next all-time high. I have conviction in Bitcoin, even though I'm talking about bearish things, right? I still have long-term conviction for Bitcoin, and I will be buying upon a monthly breakdown if it does in fact occur. We will see. Bitcoin, once again, is still holding this upward sloping trend line. We still have macro higher lows, right? And we are still above the 20-month SMA. We're still above it, so we haven't broken it yet. So if we keep that higher low structure, we bounce off the 20 EMA on the monthly, well, then we avoid all those bearish signals, and likely if we break above 46, we'd start a new uptrend. So again, I'm neutral until we break above 46 or the 50-week EMA, or if we confirm below the 20-month SMA or get lower lows and break below this uptrend. So yeah, there's also some bullish arguments to be made showing this, the histogram showing a clear bullish divergence for Bitcoin, right? Looking at these recent lows from September 2021 to where we are now, histogram showing divergence right there. So there are some bullish signals as well, suggesting this could be a low point. So definitely consider that as well. And once again, this is why I'm neutral. We just have signals from both directions, good arguments from the bulls, good arguments from the bears. But again, we're just in no man's land. I can't really make a call. There's no direction. It's directionless. Bitcoin's just wandering around aimlessly here. So we got to wait to get the confirmations, guys. And that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed. Smash the like button. And I'll see you guys soon.